Hey guys, welcome back to the Dabbing Cabin, and we got some stuff we gotta talk about, and this is to keep you guys safe. I'm sure as you've seen from a few other content creators, the whole debacle with all these companies that went, and the LA Times went and tested a bunch of like random pins and stuff to see what's going on inside them to see if they'll actually pass their labs. So this is where basically I'm just going to go ahead and say it, and this shouldn't have to be said anymore. This should just be common knowledge at this point. Stop the Pinjamins. Like, this one you should start taking it very seriously. So, and I'm going to link Goblin's video down below because he goes in the description of every single pesticide and stuff and the actual effects on your brain. I didn't want to pay for the fucking Times article, so go watch his video to see the actual like description of what each pesticide was doing to people and how it was over the legal limit. And see, the problem with some of the brands that got popped, one of them being fucking Stizzy, sadly, a lot of them are like super major players in the legal cannabis market. And this is setting a really bad precedent because people are going to who they think is one of the most reputable people, right? And they're going there specifically to buy a cartridge from them. Stizzy specializes in pods, and there's a whole list right here. I'm gonna put up a list of people who fucking did pass versus the people who didn't pass, and you can compare the companies. Some of them might surprise you on who actually passed. Fucking heavy hitters passed. Raw Garden passed. Like, I'm not saying I ever thought Raw Garden was bad. They're just like a budget option. Like, there's distillate with like live, it's all a bunch of bullshit. Stay hydrated. But this isn't only an issue that's going on in dispensaries now. We gotta also like touch upon the traditional market. There's so much boof going around. People are still buying bullshit fried pins, still buying all this absolute trash quality pins, even flour. So many people are buying the sprayed packs. It's getting insane. Like, it's like making me question people's intelligence. So, okay. You want a pen, right? Don't buy a cartridge. There are so many different options and so many different avenues you can go with this. Get a Yokan Orbit. Get like a wax pen. Go get some fucking rosin and just dab that on your break. It's not very big. It's able to be portable like you're wanting with the Pinjamin. So just stop hating the pins. It's not worth it. If you can't even go to your local dispensary and know that the products on the shelves are going to be safe for you to consume, what makes you think the ones that you're getting from your plug are going to be safe to consume? Now, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I love the O2 vape rosin pins. But you have got to know certain people to be able to even get access to meds that nice. These are motherfuckers that are growing goddamn small batch craft cannabis, extracting the rosin from it, making pins, and selling the rosin with that. That's totally different than a mass-produced, corner-cutting, budget-cutting fucking company that does not care about you, that is not for the culture. They are simply there to make a dollar bill off of you and just completely disregard your health at all costs. And you know what's insane? A lot of the companies that like you see people working for and representing when they go to these events, like, yeah, they'll smoke the product that they're promoting at that event, but you go catch them any day of the week, I guarantee they're not smoking most of the shit from their dispensary. They're probably going to the motherfucker that has the heady tree down the road that they've been friends with that's a grower. They're probably not just sitting there actively like, man, dude, I work for Stizzy, so all I smoke is Stizzy pods. Like, I guarantee you that's not a thing. The problem with dispensaries is, like, yes, there is good dispensaries that put quality above others, and a lot of dispensaries like to carry products from reputable people, like 710 Labs, like Alien Labs, Connected, all these people. Like, people love working with reputable people, but there's also these massive fucking companies that are basically household names at this point that are just allowing this type of shit to slide through the cracks. And the worst part about all this is most people's labs are fucking fake. There is some tree on the table. I'm not going to show it because I don't want YouTube to fuck with the video. I have some bud right here. I could send these nugs to like 4 different fucking labs. And I swear to God, every single one of these fucking lab reports every single one of these lab reports are going to be completely different in the way they test and the percentages that come back. Yeah, they might be close, but I guarantee none of them will be exactly the same as each other. And the crazy part when you say that is all of them should be damn near exactly the same. Maybe a piece of the bud was a little more rich in THC, but overall they should be testing within a point percentage or a couple point percentage of each other. But I guarantee it'll always be vastly different. And the problem is, you can go to certain labs and pay for your labs. And if they know you're going to do that and they're going to pass your product, guess what? You have a customer for life. They're going to only exclusively now work with the people who are giving them the lab reports that they want. And the problem with the whole pens things is I don't want to see another cart epidemic 2.0 where people are dropping dead and fucking dying because they wanted to rip a pen. Like, guys, pens get you high, but just go get some fire flower. Get some fire rosin. Like, you only get one set of lungs. Like, treat yourself right. Don't be wasting it on some hot dog water fucking science experiment that they injected into a fucking pod, and now you're just fucking sitting there blasting your goddamn brain cells away. Like, there was literally a pesticide, like, that was eating, like, it is known to eat brain matter, dog. One of these other pesticides that they found was 60 times over the limit of what they allow in tobacco products. And we all know tobacco kills you, and they won't even allow that amount in tobacco. And there's nobody actually regulating or like enforcing regulations on these lab tests. If you have your labs and someone comes to ask for it, they're not going to go and track down that company and make sure it's completely fully legit. Like, it's just not like that yet. We're still in such a gray area that it's just fucked. 1 second. Now, am I going to sit here and be a hypocrite and tell you guys that, oh yeah, I've never used pens? Motherfucker, I got reviews of pens on my channel. Like, that's not what I'm saying. But I do think it's time. If you don't have a connect for rosin pens, and you don't have the right people in your corner to be able to get good meds from, I just don't know if going to the dispensary and getting a cartridge is even worth it. When you could literally just get some cheap live resin at that point and fucking go dab that in a fucking wax pen versus getting a stupid cartridge that could potentially be doing more harm than it is doing good for you. And that is like a scary part. Know your plug if you're on the traditional market. Literally, do not buy pens from them unless you know they're solventless rosin pens. And the one thing about rosin that I really like is it's fucking super hard to fake. Like, getting the taste and the high that you get from just regular hash rosin is just so vastly different than everything else. Like distillate, live resin, like liquid diamonds. I know how all these taste, and none of them even come close to tasting like hash rosin. So if you don't want to get fucked, and I'm not even saying like this could happen with the rosin pens. I'm fucking not stupid and oblivious to the fact that maybe the plants that they washed had pesticides. But you gotta keep in mind, most of these people that are making these pens, they're not going straight on the legal market. Most of them are on the traditional market, and they're putting out quality in their heart, fucking soul into these products. Versus the trapper who gets backdoored a bunch of stizzies up the road from fucking, or like, it's just so crazy, dude. And it literally makes me insane that like so many people still want to fucking smoke pens. It's fucking nuts. Like, I don't see there being any culture or relevance to cartridges in the next few years. Like, I love CBG, I love some Simplistic, and I freaking love Fulcrum, and they do a lot of pen content. But damn it, guys, I think it's time for everyone just to close this chapter in the cannabis scene. Too much dirty shit is allowed to slip through the cracks, and we shouldn't just be holding these labs up to fucking just pens. We should be super, like, as smokers and as the community we really need to be pushing for legitimate labs. And I think that's the only way we're going to actually have full clean meds is if us, the community, is holding these people responsible. Are these all these companies that got called out are going to change? They probably will, or they're going to probably try to finesse their way to make it look legit. Should you be trusting them? I don't really know, dude. Like, it's a weird time right now to be a cannabis consumer. It is a very strange time to be smoking weed. And like the spray packs, the fucking booth cartridges. Like, I thought this whole boofy cartridge bullshit was over with. But like, no, it's like Dank Vapes 2.0. But from the fucking legal shops. It's like, what the fuck, bro? Like, it's just so crazy. But nothing's gonna change, guys, unless we try to enforce the change that we want to see in our community. I say we start holding these companies accountable. Maybe don't just go attack them. I don't give a fuck about any of them working with me. Like, so at the end of the day, like, if you're mad, you fucked up. It's not me. I'm not making your products. But I'll put it this way, I wouldn't work with any of the companies that fail either. If they're willing to cut corners like that, you don't probably want to be smoking their bud. You probably don't want to be smoking their concentrates. You just probably don't use anything from that company. Realistically, that's probably your best route to take this. All I want is my subscribers to be safe, know where you're getting your meds from, and just be cautious, okay? Like, don't go and buy something just because it's a good deal. Like really, like, you only get one pair of lungs, dog. And like, you don't want to be just putting boof in them. Like, if you're gonna smoke weed, if you're gonna hit vapes and shit, like, try to put the best quality that you can possibly find. That's where your money should go. You should be putting your money towards the best quality. And just, if you don't have good access to that, there is so many alternatives online right now that you can use, like things that I've reviewed. I'll leave stuff in the description if you're trying to get like pack shipped to your door. But legal packs. I need to clarify that. Legal packs. Bada bing, bada boom. But until next time, guys, just please stay safe out there, stoners. Like, I don't want to see us start dropping like flies again just because people want to get fucking half a Benjamin. It's literally not even worth it. Until next time, guys. Peace!